Okay, been a while since I put out the first video on this project build using a 2015 Piranha Daytona 190 I picked up used a few years back. Just wanted to do a quick update since it's been quite a while on where I'm at. I'm getting pretty close to finish. There's a couple pieces of information I just wanted to put out to people if they have one of these or working on them or whatever. But the main pieces that I've gotten since the update were the wheel set, SM Pro wheel set. It had to come from Canada. So those took about 11 months. They used KX65 hubs, went for the red anodized to go with the build. Had to get a Vortex sprocket. They're about the only ones that make a nice looking 39 tooth for a KX65 hub. So that came out good. The guy Dylan at DMC Motorsports in Georgia, who is the one that's helped me out, he got me the wheel set. He had the Elka shock. He had specifications for it for this bike, and he got me that. So I had to give him a shout out on the rear fender. He also made some nice wheel spacers for these wheels. The other thing that came from him as well, I run a CRF 150 front caliper, and Dylan at DMC Motorsports also makes the adapters to adapt up to the Zokis. The wheel sets, I went for Galfer rotors. On the back, it's KX65 caliper, and then I wanted a new master cylinder for the rear. It was kind of weird. Wholesale cycle, they didn't list anything in stock, and so I had to buy a complete brake system just to get this master cylinder. Well, when it came, it wasn't even the right part, which actually turned out to be a good thing. I remembered that these Piranhas used YCF parts, so I searched online at Wholesale Cycle, and under their YCF parts, they had a direct bolt-on replacement rear master cylinder, which actually looked nicer because it wasn't painted. It's everything. It's the exact same thing that came on the bike, and then I'll topped it off with the red cap. So that's going to add another kind of element of factory look to the build. So remember to search for YCF parts if you are looking for anything for these bikes on the mechanical side of things. It's just getting super hard to find things on the mechanical end of it. The other big item was the Swingarm pivot bearings. They're needle bearings. One of them still had a part number, tracked it down. It took a lot of searching, couldn't find anything in the US. There were some crossover numbers to SKF, whatever. They're an NKI bearing. The places like Fastenal, Granger, nobody had this size of bearing. I found a place called 123bearing.com. They're in France, and this is no joke. I made sure to talk to somebody on the phone. They have phone number in America, and I ordered they had the bearings listed. I ordered them on December 29th, and I had these things on December 31st. No joke. $58 delivered. Not going to complain about that. But 123bearing.com, they are legit. So anyways, I've got to get these pressed in. The swing arm, there was a little damage. I've kind of smoothed some things out here. I think the frame was just ever so slightly bent in a little bit. I think, again, some bigger guys had rode this thing, maybe crashed it, whatever, but everything else seems straight. The bolt coming out that bolts on the slave cylinder, I think, was just protruding out a little bit, and it gouged out a little bit here. Not a big deal. Again, everything else seems to be good and straight. So get the bearings pressed in. I can get the back end back together. Didn't get the best replacement chain guide, but it's the only thing available right now. Just everybody knows with the last couple years, the way getting parts and stuff. I just haven't been in a hurry on this build because you've got to be patient in this day and age. So that's just kind of a quick update on it. Finally got the graphics, the new plastic. It was a nice plastic set I got from Rocky Mountain. $30. And it came with all the plastic. The reason I got it, it came with the white front number plate and side plates. And then the rest of the plastic was red. The front fender was the only thing. I had to do a little slotting on the holes to get that thing to exactly screw up there and fit on good. But other than that, for $30, I'm not going to complain. Brand new plastic. Found a nice YCF factory master cylinder cover. Add a little more factory look. And so that's just kind of a quick update on things here. And when I get this thing completely done, I'll just do a final overall video on it. Hope everyone is finding something useful if you're into these things.